Oh, they better be glad this goddamn world ain't mine. Because if this world was mine, I swear for God. If this, what? If this world was mine, I'll make sure all fall down. But then I have to dish them goddamn illegal immigrants, though. Ooh, Jesus. I mean, if the world was mine, there's things I would have to do to change things. Hey there, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Before I go to welcoming y'all ass in, because I don't know who my friend and who ain't, child, they'll switch out on your asses in a minute. They're a little bit like me. One thing that I will do, I will switch out on you in a minute, but by due cause. When you got to switch out on folks, switch out on their ass. Shake their ass like that and then get over to the trigger on them. Pop, 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 pop. I am so blessed and highly favored to be in the house right now. Y'all would not believe this. Y'all would not believe I was told today that I like to push the envelope just a little bit. I say, me? You telling me that I push envelopes? Ain't nobody gonna tell me I push the envelope when it's the law. How was I told I push the envelope, y'all? Y'all believe anybody out there that know me? Do y'all think I push the envelope or do I put the truth on the table? People don't like the truth, do they? Nobody want to talk to me? It's okay. It hit me today about the word reparation. See, because I don't plan on making this quick. And I don't plan on making this long either. All I'm going to tell y'all is, when I heard the word reparation today, and clearly that's gearing to me as a Black American. And then I heard someone from another country say, as a Caribbean person, they said as a Caribbean, let me turn this down. One day, I promise y'all, I'm going to have that damn remote because I got to get my thoughts together. I got to get my thoughts together. I got to get my thoughts together because I heard someone say on a live today, they kind of intertwined the word reparation. And they took the word reparation and they put the word reparation with the title Black American. But they also added like a dash. And they also put Caribbean. So I was kind of confused. I was like, wait a minute. I must be on a different channel. I'm at somebody else's goddamn house that probably don't understand what reparation mean and why we talking about end of America. So I heard the word reparation today, but on the word reparation, I also seen the title, which said Black American, and then there was a dash. I said, why would there be a dash when we're in the United States and we're talking about the word reparation? Like, what dash my ass? Like, dash what? Because I got two sides of a cheek. Is that the dash? Because I'm not understanding, how did we put reparation, Black American, and then we put Caribbean person? I swear for Lord, I'm confused by that, because when we talk about reparation and you're in the United States, I can understand why the word reparation would make sense, especially if we're talking about the United States. Why? Because I know in my country, I'm doing a big due diligence of reparation. I mean, I done put a whole lot of goddamn work on the ground here. I done put so much work on the ground until I know for a fact my roots buried. My roots got to be buried. You know why? Because I'm in the United States of a goddamn America. And if I'm in the United States of a goddamn America, there's not a soul that's going to explain to me or tell me why the word reparation wouldn't fit with me. But where I had a problem, and I say, okay, clearly they know the word reparation fit with me because I am one of those black and browns. I fit no description. I mean, y'all may look at the well, and you may look at the Durban and say, yeah, she must be from Africa. Hell no, you didn't see my accent. You didn't hear the Ebonic side of me talking. We just talked about why I got the word Ebonics. I speak a dual language. We just talked about that last night. Knuckleheads, go and look at it from the chat last night. They told my ass up in that chat. I said, they better back up. I'm going to take my time on this one. I'm gonna take my time because when I thought about the word reparation, I know I put in the descriptive definition of the word reparation. I put my goddamn time in. I put my time in because we got roots planted. I do. I say I can't speak for nobody else, but I know I got roots planted in the United States. I know I have opened up a lot of businesses in the United States. I know I have not gotten the money that I'm due and owed from the United States. So I know for a fact I fit the description of the word reparation in the United States. But where I fell short at in the conversation of me listening, I didn't understand why were we talking about the word reparation with Black Americans, and then for some reason we have a frivolous frauder that wanted to say, oh, but Caribbeans should have reparation as well. But mind you, we're still talking about the United States. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute now. I'm still kind of confused. Why is this person telling me about reparation as me as a Black woman, and then telling me about reparation as someone else as a Black woman, but of Caribbean and not of the United States? So I decided to listen in. I couldn't understand why we had this cotton picking Jamaican that had the galls to tell me that because you're Caribbean and you're of another country, that you should get reparation as well because you came from another country. And honestly, I don't think you should get reparation, Caribbean person. That's what the guy said. I don't think if I'm gonna be honest, you shouldn't get reparation. You shouldn't get that from the government. But then he also further said that a Black American shouldn't get reparation from the government. I'm saying to myself, first of all, how are we intertwining those two together? How are we intertwining a Black American who have put their time in the United States, a Black American who have planted the roots and made sure that they dug so goddamn deep, even a Hurricane Hugo ripped a Category 5 hurricane can't even pull the roots up out of this particular planted ground. I know good and well that the foundation is already laid. I know the foundation is there. It's laid out just like this. All the cracks and the crevices that I had in my foundation, if you pay attention to the foundation that I'm laying, I've already sealed those cracks and foundation. So what I'm doing now, I'm building on top of my empire. So I wanted to know, how did this Jamaican person who haven't been through my struggles in the United States, I wanted to know, how did he fix his lips to say that even me as a Black American didn't deserve reparation? He basically from another country saying that we should not get reparation in our country because the Caribbean people from other countries suffer more than we did. So I'm saying to myself, well, you're gonna have to do me a favor. You're gonna have to make that make sense to me, because here's the thing: if your country isn't offering you reparation like they're offering me in my country, because we're going to get reparation, you better know it. I'm not leaving this goddamn country until I get what's mine, because I'm not going to have to fight as hard as I used to fight for reparation. See, because one thing about it, reparation comes from many forms from your government. You just got to know how to go out there and snatch his ass and put him in a chokehold and say, come in now, come in, rep, come in, reparation, you moving. Reparation, come here. See, I know how to go and get my reparation. See, some people looking at getting reparation as a monetary way, because the government gave. Hey, that ain't the only way you can get your reparation, baby. See, this way y'all done got dumb. And when he decided to fix his trap and say that because someone is in another country, they're of Caribbean, they deserve more reparation because they've been through a little bit more in their country than what we actually go through in our country. I mean, but that's where you got me lost and confused and all up. Because I couldn't understand. If I'm not in your country, I'm not even a frequent visitor in your country, I want to know what makes you feel as though your pain, what makes you feel as though your struggles, what makes you feel as though what you've been through is better or worse than what I've been through? Like, who is people to kind of tell us how our pain hurt or how our pain affect or what the cause is. Like, who is a person to tell you how you feel about something? Who is a person, like, who would tell me? Like, how can you tell me how my particular pain hurt me from how my country mistreated me? And see, this is what people not understanding. You got to look at a circle like a whole. But inside that circle, if you pay attention to that circle, there's two sides to that circle. See, I always give this analogy because a lot of people can't see with words. You have to give them the picture of it. And when I look at the word reparation, and then I figured in reparation from what this young man said, that people of Caribbean countries should get reparation, but the people of the United States shouldn't, because the people in Caribbean went through more pain than we went through. But see, that's where we need to start worrying about emotions like that, because if you got your own pain, who is he to tell you how you're supposed to hurt and feel? So you're telling me the only way I'm supposed to feel my hurt and pain is through you? And that's why a lot of people in the world is messed up, because they're not minding their own business. If you mind the business of your heart, if you mind the business of what you're going through and let other people go with what they're going through, sometimes you got to tell people, I can't take your goddamn pain right now. I have my own. And when I put those two circles together, you got that side of the pain right here. That side of the pain that comes from over here, that's that pain where somebody hit you physically. That's where somebody beat you up, they punch you, they hit you, they knocked your ass out. See, that's that other side of the circle. But how could you get a whole circle if you're only looking at half? See, I can't just look at half of a circle. I got to look at the whole circle that's formed. And for me, the whole circle that formed, it didn't just come with the fact that you should get one thing because you've been through something more than me. That don't make a circle. That make a half of a moon. And if you want me to look at this earth the way I should look at it as a Capricorn, don't get me to look at it just your half. You got to understand, I got to get the whole half and put it together like this. If you're not putting the other half together, then you're missing the other piece of the link. Because when I look at the other half of this goddamn story, why would I not get reparation? Because my pain came from a different side, which was the beat up out here, but also the beat down in there. If I got beat down in my heart, but I still got beat too, what makes you think that your skin is tougher than mine? I mean, do you might think your skin might be rougher than mine? Do you might have a feeling that maybe my skin might be just a little bit more delicate than yours? But because my skin to you is a little bit more delicate, you're trying to tell me what you went through, I should just what? Kick my pain under the rug? I mean, when I look at pain, I look at pain. I look at it because if you really think about the pain, a person that get beat on the outside, not to say the scars ever go away, but is there anywhere in you when you get beat physically on the outside, is there anywhere in you where you can get beat on the outside, you can have physical bruises, but on the outside, at the eyesight, the naked eye of a person, did that bruise heal? Because if you can tell me that you're from another country and you're of Caribbean and you should get reparation and I shouldn't because you went through more pain than me, when I look at your arms and stuff, are you healed? Because if you're healed on the outside, now we need to work on the inside, because what people aren't understanding, it's the inside of a person that actually will tear you down more than the physical pain that cuts you. Cuts and bruises heal. But what happened when you don't go deeper than the skin? So my point is, if I'm going through something in my country, who are you as another country to tell me that I don't deserve reparation because your country went through more pain than me? But why don't we do this? Because you'll never be able to subside the type of pain that I go through. You'll never be able to tell me as a Black American that racism didn't cut me deeper than a wound from a knife. You're never going to tell me that systemic racism didn't cut me deeper than the bruises of a knife. You're never going to tell me because I'm walking a country and I got brown skin or black skin that that don't cut me deeper than a bruise or a knife. I mean, like, who are you to tell me how deep my pain is and I don't deserve reparation because I didn't go through nothing that Caribbean people went through on the other side? Here's the thing with that. If you went through something on the other side of your country, and maybe you were physically abused, maybe y'all didn't get the right lights, maybe y'all didn't get the right whatever, you're not going to cut me off. You're not going to stop me from telling you how I feel. You're not going to tell me that what I went through in my own life, what I went through in my own particular pain, you're not going to tell me that I'm not hurt deeper than a cut would do. Because remember, a cut on the outside heal. So if a cut on the outside heal, what happens when the heart's still broken? What happened when you're still going through stuff on the other side? Because both sides haven't caught up with each other from what I can see. I mean, y'all might see things a little bit differently than me, but I'll be damn, I'm going to look at it how I look at it. Because what we went through in the United States, we went through the same type of goddamn heartache and pain y'all went through. Y'all might have carried rice bowls on top of y'all head to get to the commode, toilet stool that is. Difference is we might have drove and broke down goddamn cars to get there. But guess what? We couldn't even ride it with our tent up on our goddamn car without being stereotyped. Why? Because of the type of rims we got. Why? Because of the type of car we driving in, because they know white people don't drive in this car. So I'm going to go ahead and racially profile this particular car because I know that's a black caliber. We went through a lot in this country. Our pain that we went through in this country, we don't owe you anything. We don't have to justify our pain. We don't have to explain to y'all what pain we went through as far as us receiving any type of reparation. We don't owe you guys anything. And my problem is, why do y'all keep coming to our country trying to explain to us about our country and what we're going through and why should we receive something and why we shouldn't receive anything? If y'all can go in your own country and you can fight for reparation, go to your country and fight for it. That's what we're fighting for right now. We're fighting for a certain type of justice. I mean, and you got to look at it like this too. You guys are a third world country. I mean, y'all don't expect for us to go to them type of third world pains, do you? I mean, come on, let's keep it real since y'all want to be cute with your boots on. There's no way you're going to tell me that me being a Black American, I'm not going through a certain type of pain, so I don't deserve reparation because y'all been over in another country or another continent, or y'all been bouncing from house to house over in UK, kicked out. Africa, don't want back. Goddamn Cuba, don't get over there. They gonna get you. Y'all done been all over the place. And because y'all been all over the place, because y'all not keeping y'all boots on the ground, because y'all don't want to fight the way we fighting to get what we deserve. Y'all want to tell us how bad y'all pain is, but y'all could come to our country and tell us how bad y'all pain is, but you can't even go to your own country and tell them how bad your pain is. See, that's where the problem come in at. Y'all need to start speaking up to the people that's listening. You can't come and speak to our choir because you'll never make it to the pastor. See, y'all don't know how to get to the pulpit. But what if you get in your own country and understand what the different layers are in your own country? Fight for reparation in your own country. Determine that your pain has been bad enough to where your country owes you. See, that's what we're doing over here in our country because we're stupid Black people, because we're ignorant Black people, because we're unsmarted Black people, because we don't know any better Black people, because y'all voted Republican Black people, because y'all think the average Black person gonna go Democratic Black people, because y'all got all these blackness going on. Why are y'all in our country fighting for whether or not we should have reparation? Explain to me why you're not in your own country fighting for reparation over there. What can we do for you over in our country? Because even in our country, when we fight for our reparation and we get our reparation, I want y'all to understand me this. Even in our country, when we get reparation, you would not be privy to the pot of gold. Ain't nobody told y'all that? Ain't nobody told y'all that. So all that goddamn mouth y'all doing on all these channels and stuff like that, all of this, what we should get in America, and goddamn it, what we shouldn't get in America, and goddamn it, why we even in America, and goddamn it, we shouldn't get this goddamn money in America, and goddamn, y'all see how y'all got me flying? All that y'all trying to tell us that we shouldn't do. I need you to tell me one thing. When we do get approved for reparation, would y'all get a piece of the pie? If you're not going to get a piece of the pie, I need you to explain to me, why do you talk about it? Why do you care? Y'all don't have no other content to breathe about? Y'all don't have nothing else you can talk about? Y'all don't have nothing y'all can tell us about y'all country. Tell me this. There's a lot. I heard a young lady say today that, oh, when I came, I looked on the dollar bills. I looked on all the American dollars that came from us blacks too. I'm sure we invented the printing of that. Oh, I don't see not one black person on any of the bills, any of y'all dollar bills, any on y'all money bills. I'm saying to myself, but you're telling me what we don't have in our country, Miss Nigerian girl. But what you didn't explain to me is, why were you able to come to my country and even get a voice? You didn't have a voice in your own land. So if you don't have a voice in your own land, what gave you a floor on our ground? Yeah, because if I pull the ground from up under your ass, your floor gonna sink in. That's the type of power we got. What we want to understand from you all is, why are y'all so concerned with the United States? Admit that y'all need us. If you just admit that you need us, admit that you're desperately in need of us, admit that you really can't do it without us, admit that you need America and black people too. Admit it. Admit to me what you need from me, baby. Admit to me what y'all need from me. Tell me, what do y'all need from me out of my country as a black woman? Tell me what you need. Take American off the table. What do you need from me as a black woman? Why do y'all need my country? Why do you care if we get reparation? If we get reparation, you're not getting a piece of the pie. We're not even giving you breadcrumbs. You can't even get a tax break on our reparation funds. See, when you go to getting passionate, when you're passionate about who you are, and you're passionate that you need to dial 866 DHS, the number 2, and the word ICE, and get a $750 reward for every illegal immigrant that walk our country, symbolized as an earth. When you become passionate like me, I want to see you get on your channel, or I want to see you get back in your home, or better yet, I want to see you go back to your country. And when you get to your country, I want you to put your boots on the ground, and I want you to go up against the colonists that are in your country that won't give you a damn thing. They won't even give you a sip of water. Because I want y'all to back up out of our business. See, a lot of people don't know me, but you better believe, baby, they gonna get to know me. And I'm gonna let you know what they gonna get to know. They gonna say, man, that's a force right there to be working with. I assume you ought to sit down. I assume you ought to get up out of that. I assume you ought not to battle with her. See, because I don't give a damn about the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment is not going to keep you here. The 14th Amendment not going to give you a piece of my reparation when we get it. I'm going to show y'all how we're going to turn this country back into Black America. Y'all don't know what Black Americans created? I'm going to tell you one main thing Black Americans created. Women, of course. We had the privy of raising the white man's baby. He ain't trust the white woman to do that. Ask them. Ask them. See, some people think that that means absolutely nothing. Some people think, oh, that ain't no big deal. Some people told me today, that's embarrassing. You got me bent. It's embarrassing that we had the pleasures of, let's say, keeping somebody's kid. Yeah, master, you want me to keep your kid. You want me to do this. You want me to do that. But guess what that meant? That meant we had a hand in a pot that a lot of people don't understand. I'll talk to you about that on another live. That's when you got more power than a person would ever in their mammy's life believe. If you want to talk about reparation, you need to go to your own country And you need to get the reparation that you need and deserve from your country. Because even when we get our money, because I promise you, we're going to get our dollar bills. You better believe it. But y'all need to get it from your own country. You need to have a voice in your own country. You need to have love. You need to have passion in your own country. You need to be like me where I tell you, I don't give a damn who you tell on me. I want y'all gone. If you don't deserve to be in my country, go to your own country. Get your reparation over there. Because I don't know how you could be from another country to tell me what pain I've gone through. And if there's black people out there, y'all better pay attention. We've done what we're supposed to do. Y'all don't have to sit back and feel we got a long way to go. We don't have a long way to go. Our roots been planted in this goddamn country since they put it here. And because our roots been planted in this country since we put it here, we got a bigger fight than anybody else. That's why they talking about us. That's why they have nothing else to do. That's why they so concerned about blacks. If y'all notice, everybody concerned about a black person. Everybody concerned about a black woman. Everybody concerned about a black man. You ain't never stopped to ask why they so concerned about us? Because they know we strong. They know we powerful. They know we'll take they stink asses down like this on your ass. And all I say is, if you ain't from my country, haul ass. If you're not from my country and you don't like the fact that we're going to get reparation, then get to your country. And what we'll do, since we are stronger people, we'll send the elbow back to y'all and say, help them people out. They need some water. They're running low on fumes over there. Send them some bed covers. Send them some Band-Aids because they say their pain was more than ours. Send them something to eat. Anyway, we can send some electricity. We're going to do everything we can to help you, but we're going to do even more to get your ass out of here. Reparation is due to us as black people. And if you don't feel reparation is due to us and you're an American, you're not from here. Because I know the black Americans that I know is going to mate this goddamn conversation. If you're an African that's not from here and you don't feel that we need reparation, that's a good thing. Because now that'll further let us know why y'all jealous of us and you wanted to be us. Why y'all look up to us. All I'm telling y'all to do is just admit that y'all look up to us. Admit that you need the black woman. Admit that y'all needed the black man. Admit it. Admit it. Admit it. Admit it. Tell me that y'all need us. If y'all tell me that y'all need us, I might back off of your stink ass. Do y'all need us or what? I mean, because if y'all look around this earth, I don't think y'all understand illegal foreigners and immigrants. I don't think y'all understand that them little stop signs y'all got over there in y'all country. Y'all need to understand which black man in America built it or created it. Y'all want me to go down the list of what we created as black Americans? Or can anybody put it in the chat for me? I mean, because when I think about things, when I hear somebody nowadays call me a slave, I'm going to make sure that I use their words wisely. And as the Lord bless me and I'm so divinely led, honey, I'm going to say, Lord, I'm going to say, please don't do it. I'm going to say, because I understand what they mean by enslavement. What they mean by enslavement is in other countries is that currently, as of today, they're really being enslaved. They're being enslaved in different ways. So when they come in my chat and they go to calling me a slave and all that stuff, I'm saying, child, you must ain't been over to this country. I don't want to call their name, honey, because they get so sensitive. They get so goddamn sensitive and honorary. I'm like, man, they act like little wimps. They want to throw a stone, and when you cast their ass back, they don't know how to. You be done shook, they shook it. You be done shook their ass like this, they shook it. You be done shook that ass, and they don't know what to do with you. All I got to do is say one thing. Over in your country, you are slaves. I mean, you saying that people in other countries should get reparation and we shouldn't get it, right? So if people in other countries should get reparation and we shouldn't get it because they honestly feel like they've been through enough, they honestly feel like they're still going through things, so you're letting me know that you're a slave in your country. I mean, so that's why you guys are looking up to black Americans. Because y'all know we're not the same level slaves as y'all are. See, the difference is we're not over here getting beaten with whoops and chains and stuff like that and put our houses and all that old foolishness and stuff like that. See, because a lot of things when it comes to our Black Americans, it's things that we can also help as well. We need to learn to take a little bit more accountability, but we still ain't getting beat on the outside. And when we do, we rile up at their ass like pit bulls. And when we rile up as they ass, when we have to come to y'all as a pit bull, man, they got to get the National Guard from y'all country. And I be like, they ain't doing nothing because they went over to a country that got slaves. So y'all, they don't. So that means they can't even handle us. And y'all want to talk that to me? Y'all want to tell me about reparation? I will respect you when you say that you should get reparation and we shouldn't. I'm only thing going to tell you this. It depends on what level of reparation you're referring to and what type of enslavement you're referring to. Because over in your country, see, we built our goddamn country. We put the goddamn roots in the ground in our goddamn country. And you better know when we put the roots down, goddamn it, in our goddamn country, that means the type of goddamn it enslavement, the enslavement that you get in your country, we don't get it like that. That's why y'all want to beat us. Because the enslavement that you're getting in your country, we don't get it. Now it's more clearer to me why the Africans are jealous of us. Damn it. I get it. Y'all jealous of us because y'all are literally still living in enslavement. Damn. I apologize. Y'all still living in enslavement that us dumb, us slow, us retarded, us uneducated, us Bonquidians, us loud, us aggressive, us boasty, us sorry, pitiful Black people. See, we don't go through that type of enslavement because we got 10 things riding against us. Why would we go through that type of enslavement when we already showed y'all our strength? That's why you came over here and targeted us. Y'all targeted us because you would have been glad to get rid of us. Y'all would have been glad to come over here and take our places. Why? Because we already laid the foundation down. So y'all would have been glad to come over. That's why you got so many of their ass over here fronting and capping and flogging. Oh, go move to Africa. Get your ass over to Africa. I'm not going to goddamn Africa. If I go to Africa, goddamn it, I'm going to visit. You're not going to send me to Africa to become the new goddamn enslavement. You got me all the way. You got my fro braided. You ain't going to tell me to go to Africa while y'all slide y'all happy flat asses in on what I built in my country. And then what y'all going to do? Take our place to get our reparation in? My God, to be. So you telling me, have I uncovered the trap? Man, that was a trap heist. I done uncovered the trap heist. So what y'all was trying to do, y'all actually came in our country and y'all was trying to bait our ass out of what we've built. Y'all was trying to bait our ass so y'all can deplete us. And then y'all can slide into an easy seat. You will never get our seat. You will never be able to be an American. You will never be able to walk in our Black American shoes. You will never even understand the soil that our roots are planted in. You will never understand that. Y'all will never get it. You will never, ever, ever get it. My favorite attorney, Calvin, just told me, he said, Queen, we love you because, girl, you sure push the envelope. I said, I do. I say I push the envelope. How do I push the envelope? What, folks don't like the damn truth? That's their damn mama's business. And if they from America, it ain't your mama, it's your mammy. I love pushing envelopes because when you passionate about what you believe in, when you're passionate about what you got to say, when you're passionate on how you feel, when you're tired because you know you did it, when you're tired because you know you done worked hard, when you're tired because you know you want people to stop taking advantage of you, and you're tired because I'm going to have my own that's not even from this country take advantage of me, I'm going to draw the line. I drew the line in the sand. You can't have our seat. Reparation is belong to us in the United States. If you're not from here, you're not on U.S. soil, you don't have a birth certificate, you don't have a goddamn legalized social security card, you ain't gonna tell me about my soil. Now, what you can do, you can go over to your country. You can tell your country about the soil over there, but you're not gonna tell me about the soil over here. If you deserve reparation over in your country, I promote you to go get it from your country. Don't come to my country to get it. Don't come to my country and act like we owe you something. Don't come to my country and act like we was on the defense against you. Y'all came over to our country already. Y'all already knew y'all was coming to target us. Y'all already knew y'all was coming to target the dainty ones. Because even our bonquitas, even our cut cartels, they'll still be too dainty to be in your country. Because even as a bonquita, even we'll go over there and roll up on your goddamn president. Say what now? See, because we come with no fear. That's why y'all wanted to be us. See, the thing of it is, y'all wanted to be us, but y'all don't understand what it takes to be us and to get what you need and get what you want. See, y'all don't understand that. That's why when you look at, see, they be talking about FBA. See, I don't even like all that FBA crap. Man, I'm a black of goddamn America. All that FBA and the FBI and 866. Man. DHS. The number 2. And the word ICE. There's a $750 reward. And we will be pushing for that reward to be upped to at least $1,000. That's a $750 reward per head. See, because if I had to go over to your country, I'm going to tell you the truth. Oh, God, I'm going to tell your ass the truth. If I had to go over to your country, and I don't think I could live in nobody's country, not that they're going to be over there pushing me around when I know the rules not right. See, that's what the problem is. Y'all want to come over here and try to push rules around. But the thing of it is, what y'all trying to push around is because you're not right. See, we know what we're doing in our country. You're not right. But what it is, you want to come in our country, you want to try to push us around, but you want to be a punk over in your own country. You're scared to go up against the colonizers in your own country. Y'all scared to protest in your own country. You scared to fight for extra water in your own country. So y'all think y'all can come here because we got a freedom of speech. No, you got a limited tongue. You can come in my country on a limited voice. Because y'all know y'all can act bad as y'all goddamn want to. But y'all even know y'all roll up in one of our faces. She's violent. She's trying to hurt me. She did this. So we got all y'all hooked. We got you just like this. We got y'all ass in a chokehold. And if y'all just admit to me that y'all came to my country and you need us, admit it. Admit y'all came to our country and you needed us. Admit it. Why won't y'all admit that y'all needed black Americans in this country? Because if you didn't have black American in this country, how your black ass was going to fit in? You don't know the foundations that it takes to be here. So if you don't know the foundation that it takes to be here, who did you mirror or at least try to mimic? Because you ain't doing a good goddamn job. You can't even mimic the cut cartel. We done exposed the fact that y'all got all these goddamn smuggled in traffic ass women over here trying to do whatever kind of breed y'all be doing. And they messing it up. So y'all right there telling me your country suck and you ain't got what you need over there. So if y'all brought these bad braiders over here to our country, then who hell was they braiding over there in y'all own country? So they weren't braiding no hair because from what I'm seeing on the videos, they couldn't even braid hair. And you gonna tell us about reparation? Y'all basically came over here stealing from us. Y'all wanted us to move over to the side because y'all want whatever money and wealth that we have. Thank God y'all voted for Trump. Thank God y'all voted for Trump. Because Lord knows I can only hold us accountable. I can only hold us accountable, child. Because if it wasn't for y'all voting the right president in, we would not be able to see y'all leaving. If it wasn't for y'all voting in a president that we thought was a liar, still is, voting in the president. We don't know if it's a toupee or not. Still don't. We'll put the hammer and the hatchet down on your ass and look at you like this. And he ain't bust a smile. Ain't no wrinkles up there like I got him. He like this. We so glad y'all took the big three. Y'all took the big three and bought the big man in on our ass. And we never thought. God damn it, you better tell me. Thank you, D. Thank you, Dez. Thank you so much, Dez, for the $20 super chat. That means, guess what? I better keep going. Because I hate to be tipped and don't put on a goddamn show. So you telling me that y'all done bought y'all crooked toe asses over here, stealing from the well and not understanding whether we didn't even offer y'all a goddamn drink. I know good and damn well y'all ain't come to my country thinking that y'all gonna steal, and y'all want to steal. Y'all ain't even paid attention. Y'all stealing the word reparation from us. It's only a word for right now, and y'all stealing it. But when can we get y'all to go back to y'all country so that we can understand what's the reparation that y'all over there trying to accrue? What are y'all trying to regroup over there? What are y'all trying to get? What do y'all think your government owe you? What do you think is due to you? What you think is the due practice? What you think is the due cause? What you think is the reason why? Why do y'all, I'm going to ask you this. You don't know none of the other stuff I already could tell. Why y'all think y'all don't got a voice? Why don't y'all have a voice in your country, but you want one in mine? Can anybody tell me what the hell going on over in some of those countries where they don't have a voice, but they came to my country with one? And for right now, Dez just gave me a $20 super chat, and I definitely need to answer. What happened? Why do y'all feel that y'all need reparation in the United States? Dez didn't give y'all no $20 super chat, did he? He didn't. So I'm trying to understand, what is it about the United States that make you want to have a tongue? Where y'all been at? Y'all wasn't listening? I've been on live 45 minutes now. Y'all didn't pay attention to what the hell I just said. The reason why they come to the United States and they wanted a voice, which y'all want me to repeat it again, they want to be us. They want to be us. They want to be us. They want to be Americans. They don't want to put the word, they want black. They got to have black. They got to have black. But see, if they paid attention and stopped being retarded, they would have understood that if certain titles actually carry more weight than other titles. But see, that goes to show you when they're not grounded. That goes to tell you when they wasn't reading the room right. Y'all ever heard of a person say, man, read the room? See, they wasn't reading the room right. See, one thing about me, I'm going to tell you how I like to get in that damn room. I like to walk in the room on their ass. I ain't joking. I'll be done walking in the room like this on everybody. Hello? And they don't know. When I was already back yonder, back here, you back all the way back there, and I got on that one sock. Man, y'all won't believe it. I done read the room before I got up on them. Who the hell don't read? How you don't read the room before you get next to your opponent? You got me bent. Y'all don't know how to be bent, man. You been there, man. You got me bent. I be done read the room on your ass so goddamn quick. You be like, damn, she came up here like she was super fly slick. I was. I had to pay attention who I needed to hone in on. And see, when you step up in certain rooms, you say, ain't nobody here. Leave. I'll be done said, nobody ain't here. Going on and all that. See, wasn't nobody here. They done walked up here and read the room wrong. You know why? Because had they read the room right, thank you for segregating. Y'all segregated a word. Two of them. You segregated the word black and you segregated the word African. But if you had paid attention, you segregated the wrong words. The reason why you segregated the wrong words is because African American, just the word African, was really already defined for you. So whatever y'all was up to, all y'all had to do was leave us out of it. If y'all just left us out of it, I'm going to tell you honestly, had y'all left us out of it, you could have still been using the word African. And when ICE come, they wouldn't have picked your ass up. You say I'm African American. Oh, okay, you can stay. You ain't one of the Mexican. You ain't one of the Latino. See, y'all messed it up. So now I'm black. I got a U.S. birth certificate, Social Security card. You need it? But here's the difference though. As an American police officer, you better believe they ain't fools. You don't think they know the difference between your ass and mine? You don't think they know the difference between an African from other country and then an African from the United States and then a black American? You don't think they know that? Y'all, come on, tighten up. Get your bills right. Y'all start reading the room better than that. And you got the guards to come to my country and try to segregate? You got the guards to come to my country and tell me about separation, about how do y'all under a million sons think that y'all will get any part of reparation because y'all got scuffle and struggle over in your country, but you won't pardon and reparation in the United States? Why is it? Are y'all scared? Be honest with me, people, good and bad. Honestly, are y'all scared to fight for y'all rights in y'all other country? Just answer me. One thing that I notice, I like to talk to people, and a lot of times they honestly don't answer the question. I was on the call today. I'm like, damn, you ain't gonna answer the question? I'm talking about, I said 4 times, you're gonna answer the question. I just asked one question. It's simple. Folks don't like to answer the question. It don't even be that you pinning them down. You just want to start the conversation somewhere like, okay, because if we could start the conversation at the front door, if we could start this conversation at the front door, I'm sure the rest of the conversation will sway the right way. And all I want to ask them is, what is about our country other than a black woman and a black man that y'all like? But before you answer that question, I want to ask you this. What gave you the first foot in the door when you decided to hit the streets of America? What foot in the door did you have? Nobody? Okay. So I'll answer you. When you first came to the United States of America of black men, of black women, of white men, and of white women, when you first got in the door and felt comfortable, is because you seen of black man and of black woman. White wasn't on the table yet. Was white on the table or no? See, all you got to see, this is what I'm saying. I'm going to end the live if they don't give me an answer. All I'm asking you is one question for you knucklehead sandwiches. When you decided to invade our country, what did you see as a safe zone? When you came to our country, did you see the trees as being safe? I know you didn't, because you just floated over here in all the water. And I know you needed a break. I know you needed something to make you feel alive. So you probably laid on our grass. After you laid on our grass and you got up, what was the next figure you were looking for? Maybe a crowd of them. Because I guarantee you, all that support y'all thought y'all had, when y'all first snuck your ass over here, the ones that led you here and told you it's an open door, just come, we got you, I guarantee you they wasn't nowhere around to see you in. Let's keep it real. See, some people don't want to talk about things that make sense. That's the part I don't be like. I hate talking to people that want you to just sugarcoat that thing and tell you what they want to hear. And all. See, I don't know how to do stuff like that. All I can tell you is this. When you came here, do you think, I want you. Y'all know who did that? I want you. I want you. You know who did that? Because if you ain't from my country, I guarantee you don't know that. I want you. You don't know Rocky and Balboa? Man, come on. So you don't know Rocky. You ain't from here. You ain't from here. Because you're not from here, you needed my knowledge to know that answer, right? So what was the first face you were looking for? Because your people wasn't there to meet you at that goddamn water where you swam over here with all the sharks and the dolphins. Your people wasn't nowhere over there because they were not going to take the risk of being deported with you. So you looked around for the first group of black people. You looked around for the first group of black people. Tell the truth, people. When y'all came to our country, didn't you look Africans? When you came to our country, did you or did you not look for the first group of black people? Y'all don't want to tell the truth? You don't want to shame the devil? You don't want to make him out a liar? You don't want to look in the queen face and say, Queen, you right. You right, Queen. Who we was looking for at the time, we were looking for a group of African Americans. Am I lying? When y'all first came to our country, were you looking for a group of African Americans? I want y'all to admit that y'all needed us. I want you, if you admit that y'all needed us, I may lay off of y'all. I may not go all the way down to the bottom of the barrel to find if y'all still here illegally. Trump. We have leftovers. 866 DHS, the number 2, ICE. There's a $750 reward for illegal immigrants. Only illegal. If they are illegal, it's fair play. It's the number 2 on the button. Until they admit why they're here, admit that y'all need us. Please give us our robes and capes and stuff. Let us know what y'all really needed. I mean, we gave it to you. I'm hoping by the time y'all make it back, y'all will learn something. I hope that by the time y'all make it back, y'all be done hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, get notifications, say, hey, you know what? At least we can go over there and find out what's going on with the news, because Queen is around the news today. She'll tell us what's going on in our own country, because I don't really want to see it while I'm here. That's why I ran. But I know Queen gonna tell them, they ask Queen gonna say, yep, they was over here in that cut. Yep, I seen them using the bathroom next to the radio. Yep, right there by the kitchen sink. I'm telling the whole goddamn story, and I ain't making no lies up. I'm lying. Look at this video. Damn, there was a lot of pee in that bucket. I got you. But admit to us that y'all came over to our country and y'all seen the first people that y'all were looking for was African American. Because y'all know good and well, y'all own people, your own people was not there. Your own people wasn't going to dare show their face, because a lot of them legal, some illegal, and they know they were aiding in the bed. And you think they were going to risk being free versus going back to their country and peeing on leaf tops? They wasn't going to do all of that. They wasn't doing all of that. So they set your ass up too. But the only one got set up in the real interim of things was Black Americans. We got set up in the interim of things because we allowed you all a fair road. We allowed you a clean slate. We allowed you the opportunity to come to our country and use our toothpaste. Because y'all know good and well the whole time y'all was on that damn boat coming over here, wasn't no toothpaste nowhere on the damn boat. Y'all wasn't brushing no teeth. Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all wasn't brushing no teeth. Y'all ain't gave a damn if the damn hog maw was musky. All y'all knew is y'all was coming to some good grounds. Y'all got tired of all the foolishness over there in your country. You got tired of all the rigmarole in your country. You got tired of not having a color in your country. Matter of fact, you got tired of not even realize you got an accent in your country. Go tell the truth and shame the devil and let the queen hear you on the other side. People in the back. People in the back of the church. Anybody in the back of the church? Anybody in the back of the goddamn church? If you ain't in the back of the church, then where you at? You need to get up to the front of this goddamn church, because we got a bunch of people talking about reparation and they talking to y'all. Because I don't know nothing about preaching to the choir. You don't get nothing done when you preach to the choir. If you want to know what to do when you get in the church, you got to go to two folks. You got to go to the members and the pastors. When you go to talking to the choir, what you going to get out of that? Nothing. So I don't know why y'all think you could come to the United States of my goddamn America and talk to me about reparation and you ain't even going to get a cut. You, matter of fact, not just you're not going to get a cut. For some reason, your voice ain't even heard. I wonder how that make you feel. How does that make you feel to come to our country, talk about the word reparation, and you still don't have a voice in it? You just left from your country and now you're a foreigner in another country and you still don't have a voice. Y'all know my song on? That song 25 by Rod Wayne. That means change. Y'all think I'm joking? The song playing. If y'all want change, you need to get change in your own country. Don't come to the United States and want to be a Black American, but living like an African. And when we really look up how Africans are really living, that's something you have to deal with, not us. We have to take the pressures of what y'all go through off of us. It's time for us to start reporting illegal immigrants if they're in the United States. One of the main reasons we need to start reporting illegal immigrants, because if we don't do something to get our own country together, we're not going to have even homeless immigrants. We ain't going to have nobody here. And what these Africans don't understand is they don't really understand how our country run anyway. After a while, how are you going to survive when you start going through the things that we went through? See, we know how to fight the system. We know how to fight back when things not right. Y'all don't come in enough crowd to speak up. So guess what y'all gonna do? Y'all will eventually become the real new slaves. Let's keep it real. Y'all would never know how to fight our colonizing country. You don't have a voice as it is. That's why y'all got Twitter finger, Facebook finger, YouTube fingers, and them fingers. Y'all, that's all y'all do. Because if y'all had any other kind of voice that would impress me, just being honest, if you had any kind of voice that would impress me, I would see you in your own country and maybe you will get more support from us. If y'all go to y'all country and start fighting for rights, fighting for equality, fight for things in your country that you know women need, fight for things that you know children need, fight for things that you know men need, fight for insurance and medical and housing and put more money in our country. Fight for those things in your own country. Don't come to our country and then belittle the strong one that's keeping you here. Y'all don't understand. If it wasn't for the strong Black America, how long do you think you would survive here? You don't know how to fight our country. You know why? Because you don't even know how to fight your own country. You don't have a voice in your own country is what I'm saying. If you had the right voice, I promise you, y'all will get some respect in your own country. But what you're doing in our country, you're digging yourself in the dumb down. How do you dig yourself in the dumb down? You ain't got no voice. If all us Black Americans leave from here, how can you really prove that you deserve reparation? You don't think your accent just gave your whole, you don't think that just gave your whole testimony away? You don't think white Americans in our country know the difference between a Black American and a foreigner, illegal or legal immigrant? Y'all can't be so foolish. Whatever we get in our country, you're not a part of it. Just like whatever you get in your country, I wouldn't be a part of it just because I go and live in your country for 2 years. but I caught the back wings of a butterfly wing through the water to get here. It don't work like that. So why do you come over in our country and get a voice? And not only do y'all come over in our country and get a voice, you come over in our country to tell us how we deserve reparation, because you feel that we didn't go through the same pain that y'all went through. I mean, but what kind of pain you thought we would have went through if we're a first world country and you're a third world? I mean, define third world. There's no way you would ever, under a trillion years, think that as a third world country that you would get the same treatment that we get as a first world country. Do you not understand what the different upgrades and downgrades mean? That's almost like going from a 2012 Escort Bugatti, I mean, up into a what? What y'all want to carry that to, a Corvette? I mean, I said 2012 Bugatti. Let's bring that up to a 2026 Bugatti. I mean, I said 2012. I ain't say antique. Yeah, Escort. Y'all ain't never heard of Escort Bugatti? Man, go to some of them other countries. Man, y'all be done put two goddamn car tires together equal a truck. Y'all, what? Y'all don't know. Man, take your ass over in Dominican, man. You gonna get a truck car. Y'all ain't never heard of a truck car? Man, they be done took the back wheels of a Hyundai Sonata and put them on the front wheel of a pickup truck and then put that other goddamn wheel on it like a dump truck. Man, you be riding in a truck dump. I say, God damn. What in the car truck hell? Man, I ain't trying to get in trouble with y'all. Cause see, I go to talking and getting in trouble. The man told me today, the man say, Queen. I say, what? He said, you push the umbrella. I say, I do? How the hell do I push the umbrella? I got to go and start looking back at some of my videos. Because my daughter said, man, mommy, you be pushing what? Push what? Y'all ain't going to tell me y'all ain't never been to other countries. And you say, man, is that a low rider? Man, you be looking at that car, be done did that dunk on the dunk. That car be done hit the dunk on your ass. I say, what is they got? Man, that's a low rider Mexico. What kind of low rider Mexico three-wheeler is that with a handlebar on it? Top? I say they got a low rider three-wheeler handlebar car. What? Y'all think I'm making that up? Man, go to some of those countries and look at how they deliver y'all food. Man, listen, they throw cars together. They throw all kind of stuff together. But they can't throw together them hands. Man, y'all better throw them hands up on their ass and say, listen, I'm in my country and you owe me reparation. I had to come over to the United States and get a voice. Now that I've been kicked back out and I got to come home and I got to face y'all, I would like it if you treat me better than that. If you don't, I'm going to cause a war. See, that's what we do. We just cause a war on your ass when you don't hear us. You damn right. But I bet you we get some kind of goddamn respect. Let me tell you what kind of respect we get. They go to some of the weakest company and get back up. Man, how you went over there to the Caribbean, hey, and got back up from over there? Y'all, our country stronger. So you telling me y'all can't handle me as a black person, or y'all can't handle my black community? Because y'all know once we rile up on their ass, y'all know what? Y'all got pitied on August the 1st. Y'all know y'all did. The only people you woke up was me and the Cut Cartel. The problem with it is you woke the Cut Cartel up and they not going to let it go. And neither am I. I'm not 8866. Men. DHS. The number 2. And the word ICE. It's a $750 reward. With this reward, good and bad people and of different, that's per head. And I feel that we should push the envelope because from my understanding, and listen, this is only rumored. I'm not sure. I need to look it up. I shouldn't be throwing it out there, but I will. Because I kind of vaguely remember seeing something like this. If you're a illegal immigrant, now let me take that back because they're going to say, oh, she do speak Ebonics. If you're an illegal immigrants. See, they don't even know how you put those two together. They no. If you got a vowel, it's "and" in front of it. So if you have an illegal, if you're an illegal immigrant and you call in and you self-deport yourself, you little illegal, if I'm not mistaken, they give you $1,000. Y'all, we should fight that. So y'all done stole from us all of this time, and we giving y'all $1,000 to go home. So if we giving y'all $1,000 to go home, why aren't we getting $1,000 for finding you? I mean, what make you leaving is more important than me finding you? Like, that's not right. Now that you got the governor, one of the mayors over in California, housing, knowing she committed a treason. She did treason. She did. I hate to say it, Obama, I felt like you knew. Biden, Sleepy, McFadden, I felt like you knew. And then the mayor, the governor of New York knew. All of y'all knew that there was an influx of illegal immigrants. And I honestly wish that I could even talk to Trump to understand, because I know Trump gonna tell the truth when he feel like it. I'm gonna say, Trump, go ahead. When you talk to me, just tell the truth, man. I'm being honest. Don't tell me no LIEs, because you already know I'm gonna catch that ass and I'm gonna say, Trump, you're lying. Get the goddamn toupee on the other side until you decide to tell the truth. If you don't tell the goddamn truth about what just happened, I ain't gonna look at your hair no more. And I mean that. I'm gonna tell Trump something. I'm gonna say, Trump, I might be a little dainty with it. I might say, Trump, listen to this, please. I mean, because sometimes I don't know what's gonna spew out of my mouth. They just go to flowing out like that. And I'm like, damn, I don't realize what I be done said to the whole flow get quiet. I'd be like, I said something. And I say, I have prided myself. I say, Lord Jesus, I have prided myself at not doing no look backs. I'm not gonna look back at none of my goddamn videos. Why? Because I be done say, did I say that? I be done. I can't help it. I can't help it. I would tell Trump, tell the goddamn truth. Trump, do you know what went on while Obama and Biden them were housing all these illegal immigrants, watching all our goddamn homeless people on the ground? Do you understand what the hell happened when they brought all those immigrants over here and put them up in houses, first security, gave them food, probably had food stamps, Medicaid, and we had all our homeless down on the ground? I want you to tell me in your toupee voice, why did they do it? Because I ain't gonna get the answer from them. I'm not gonna get the answer from them. And I know if I'm looking at you, white man to black woman, I'm almost sure you're gonna tell me the truth. Why did they do it? And if Trump tell me it was from a kickback, and I don't want to hear from nobody but Trump, because I got a feeling Trump will look me in my face and tell me the truth. I'm going to say, Trump, now you ain't met him like me before now. I know you had that other black woman in there. She didn't know which side of the damn scope she wanted to be on, because one day she was talking proper, one day she was talking goddamn Ebonics, the other day she was talking Swiss Swash, and the other day I'm like, damn, what's she talking about? So we don't want to count her. You already showed me that Kamala Harris wasn't on your level. So if Kamala wasn't on your level, she can't get the truth out of you. But I do know this. See, you ain't gonna even tell Oprah the truth because you can't take her serious either. You even know what she did over there with sending them goddamn, done built up a school over there. I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like she almost did something like that Dr. Umar. I heard this Dr. Umar ain't opened up a school yet. I don't know who Dr. Umar are. I've seen it being rumored, and I've rumored and heard that there's some things going over there in Africa with Oprah in the school. Oprah, you got enough money to send a butler over there to find out what's going on. And if you can't find out what's going on over there, Oprah, you need to appoint me. You need to give me a power of attorney and say, I'm sending Queen. Make sure I'm secure too. Because there's going to come a time, boy, I'm going to be the most secure goddamn black woman in the world. You know why? Because if I got to run behind Trump, he going to make sure somebody on his goddamn side. Because y'all already see he can't trust Elon. He said, man, I can't trust that goddamn Elvis Presley head wearer to save his goddamn life. He can haul ass. I can't trust nobody but the goddamn queen. And I'm going to say, Trump, so you can telling me, Trump, I'm going to be one of the most secured women in the whole world. He going to say, yes, queen. I'm going to say, well, I got something else I need to ask you, Trump. He going to say, what? I'm going to say, I ain't asking you, I'm telling you. In order for me to allow you to guard me and make sure I'm secure, I got to bring my men only man cave with me. I made a promise to them. And I'm not kidding. Trump, I'm going to rock with you. Don't tell no lies. Don't tell no goddamn lies, Trump. Don't sway, because if you sway, I'm going to still be there in the house with you because I'm being protected. But I ain't going along with you. And you still going to give me security. And can I ask you a question, Trump? Is there any way that you can do me a favor? Any way you can take and make sure my security go with me over there to Africa? Because I want to get down to the bottom of what these people saying about this goddamn school that they saying Oprah got going on over there. Oprah, you a billionaire. What is it going on with these schools? I mean, we trying to help these illegal immigrants and these foreigners out the best we can. And they still stabbing us in the goddamn back. But maybe if I walked on their goddamn streets, they'll say, oh, okay, she might be over here to help us. We do need some water. But you need to tell us the truth as to what's going on. You need to tell us what's really going on in your country instead of coming over here in our country trying to tell us what kind of reparation we need. And you ain't nowhere near close to getting a glass of water in your own country. I want y'all to stop going on our goddamn social media platform, American, of course, and stop making people feel like Americans is the problem and we haven't gone through anything and we don't deserve certain monies and monetaries and dues and pride. I mean, respect. We damn for sure are due respect. And I need y'all to start respecting us. Don't worry about any kind of reparation or anything we get in our country. Don't worry about what we got going on in the United States of America. Don't worry about how our new flag gonna look when black take over. Don't worry about how we about to start making this goddamn money and alley hoop on y'all ass. Don't worry about that. The only thing we need you to worry about is doing a get back. Get back out our country, head home. 866 DHS, the number 2, and the word ICE. There's a $750 reward. Maybe one day Trump and I will team up and I will try to convince him to raise the pot to 1,000, because if you can be an illegal immigrant and you can self-surrender at $1,000, what happened when you didn't self-surrender and we had to do some extensive research to hunt and see what's going on around our necks of the woods? And then while we in the necks of the woods and we looking around, we happen to run into an illegal. So only thing I'm saying is there any way that I could get you to raise the pot on this problem? Anyway, is there anything I could do to get you to increase the $750 to $1,000? If you could self-surrender at $1,000, what about the work that it's going to take? We got to call the 866 DHS, the number 2, ICE. Then we got to hit that damn number 2. And then we got to listen to that long ass rigmarole of a record and a message. And then we got to input certain informations in the system. Then we got to make sure we got the right count head. And then we got to understand different rules and stuff like that. And then we got to sit back on our backs and wait for our checks to roll in where they start becoming residual. You don't think that's enough work? I mean, come on, let's keep it real, people. You don't think that's enough work. So you think that's less work than self-surrendering. When, mind you, a person will tell you they done been here 10 years. They had enough time to relax, start all over again, and bring about 18 more goddamn illegals in. We doing all this like that. You don't think we deserve 1K? Somebody done lost it. Somebody in the back of the church say, church. I'm asking any of the church members in the back to ask me one question. Is there a deaconess or a deacon anywhere in the house? Cook Franklin? Is you out there? Anybody gonna tell me? So you're telling me to report it's less work than self-surrendering? So self-surrenderers that been here for 10 years, 15 years, know they was wrong from the first day. Now here you go, 15 days later, they done had time to relax. They done had time to grow a new heart. They done had time to get new encouragement. They done had time to rethink things. They done had time to say, if they come, I'm gonna just be ready. See, they had all the warnings. We ain't have no warnings. Man, come on. We got a deacon in the house. We got Deacon Buddha. Deacon Buddha came in the house and said, yes, I was to the back of the church, but when I left the back of the church, I went and set up on the pulpit. And when I got to the pulpit, I said, church, they had enough time to self-surrender. I think we need to raise the pot. There's no reason for the tithing to still be at 10 and 15%. We need to raise the pot to 25%, people. So I want to know if y'all can act like I messed this up. Buddha came in the house and said, I'm a deacon. So y'all ain't gonna believe. If you don't want to believe me, tell me, do you believe the deacon in the house? There's no way y'all ain't gonna tell me that. At the end of the day, all I'm telling y'all to do is mind your business. We have nothing to do, capiche, with what goes on in y'all country. But when we get our reparation, because we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. You're not going to be a part of that because you weren't a part of this plan. And because you're not a part of this plan, you can't even dip your feet in the sand. What you got to do, you got to mind your business and go back to your house, put your boots on the goddamn ground, and you need to fight for reparation in your own country. You need to fight for a seat at the damn ground in the floor where you're at. You need to fight to get into somebody's house so you can get some good running water. You need to fight to get certain things going on for you. You need to fight like hell. But in order for you to fight, you cannot come as one, because like how you trying to do in the United States, one thing you cannot do in my United States, you can't fight as one, because you're going to get beat up very bad, because then we don't have a whole community. We got a whole nation on y'all ass. That's what we trying to tell y'all. But if y'all learn how to come together, but come together not on social media. We need you to learn how to come together in your own country. Band together, not band. Don't band nobody. Don't ban nobody. They don't want to hear all that damn gooking and gocking music. I mean, y'all, I see y'all see I got on my African TikTok, but they all this right here, all that right there, I'm telling you, man, that ain't gonna get y'all a seat at that ain't gonna get y'all a seat at the table. I'm telling you, that ain't gonna get you no seat at the table over there. Y'all got a lot of work to do. Now, I could do all the hully-gully and the shooking and the shocking, all I want to do. You know why? Because we already got our roots planned already in the ground, baby. Baby. Baby, 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 baby. We already got our roots. We need y'all to get back over in your country and get your roots on the ground. Get back in the country. Make sure they bury deep down in the soil. Get back in your country and water it. Put some love in it. Sometimes you got to fight and keep picking roots and all kind of little pieces up in order for it to stick the way it's supposed to stick. Don't come in somebody else's country and start over again. Go back to your own country where you already know there is some sort of formation there. Don't use the United States as the stepping ground, because guess what? One day you're going to have to go back home. That's when you're going to mess up. Already get your mind together. When it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't worry about what reparation we got here. Don't worry about what homeless we got in the United States. Don't worry about anything in our country. Let us prove to you that we just want you to go. And our failure, that might be your new muscle. Or did we just weaken you? Because our failure was your muscle. But now you got to take that strong muscle, and now you got to haul ass to your own grounds. You got to get your ass up. You got to get out of here. You got to be happy at home. You got to make sure if y'all got roots there, go back over there and water your roots. Make sure your roots are planted the way they should be. And once you know you got firm roots where even a tsunami not going to lift them up, then you start laying your foundation. Once you land that foundation, make sure there's no cracks. And I'm going to tell you what y'all cracks going to be. Y'all cracks going to be you can't get the United States out your goddamn mind, because you're going to say, man, it's almost like I'm such a hobo and a homeless ass slave over here in my own goddamn country. I ain't never in a million years, I ain't never thought I'll not remember where I'm really from. Where I'm from. I done brought my ass back over here, and all I could do is live out the door with the goddamn horses, pigs, cows, and squirrels and all that. This your girl, Queen Dee Dee with Dee. Y'all better like, share, comment, subscribe. You better know that Dez, I want to tell you thank you for the $20 super chat. I want to thank everybody for all the hearts, the loves, the everything that you gave me. I definitely appreciate it. And you know what? This is Queen Around the World. I'll see y'all next time. Boop.